In this video, I'm going to explain how you'd prevent plasterboard from cracking. The biggest reason why plasterboard cracks is because there's some movement behind the plasterboard. Plasterboard itself is a very stable material and it will only start to crack if there's some kind of movement. Now that movement can be caused by lots of different things. If you've not screwed your plasterboard securely to the stud wall or the metal stud wall, then it can often cause cracking if there's not enough plasterboard screws or aren't spaced close enough together. Another thing that can happen is if the wall you fix the plasterboards to isn't very stable, i.e. they've not put many screws in, the wall behind moves. Now when you fix your plasterboard to it, if there's any movement there in that wall or it gets knocked, it could create a crack in your plasterboard. Another thing to bear in mind is because of plasterboard's construction, it's actually made of gypsum sandwiched between two layers of paper. As you'll know, probably everyone's come across this experience, plasterboard is very susceptible to moisture. And that's why we never put plasterboard when we're building walls right down to the ground, as moisture can wick up from the ground, a bit of rising damp, get into the plasterboard and cause it to expand and crack. We always make sure when we fit plasterboard walls, we lift them off the ground a little bit to allow a bit of airflow and prevent any rising damp getting up into the plasterboard. So they're your main reasons for plasterboards cracking.